Welcome to the Very Okay Podcast.
Very
like your mom's ass.
Podcast.
Let's open up this pig.
It's so awesome.
It's very okay.
Like your mom's ass.
Yo, mom's got a nice butt.
Very okay podcast. The reason that you're dead left.
Oh, that was the best anime ever.
Kung Fu Panda, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Top 5 anime.
We're recording.
Oh.
We still mean what we said, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda.
Jack
Top
Black
5 anime.
contributed more to anime than most other.
Than Funimation ever did.
I'm pretty sure everybody could say that, especially in Japan.
I don't know. I'll start finding.
I'm a dub person. I watch dub. I can't do the subs, man.
I watch subtitles even on shows that are English.
You're
Like-
deaf. You're just deaf. You don't even know it. You're just deaf.
Because if I'm not paying attention, there's like that little split second where I can like look up and be like, oh, okay, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I'm on my phone like 90% of the time.
Are you okay?
No.
You're a slave.
I'm gonna be 100% with all of you and say that Boondocks is it's top tier. It's the only good anime. It is. Just,
I haven't finished. I've never finished that. I've only watched a few episodes.
It's
Cause
so
they only
hard.
played-
I haven't either, but
Well, they only played like 3 episodes on Adult Swim whenever that was on.
Isn't that an American show, though?
Yeah.
I think so.
it's just the art style is what makes it anime.
It was funny. Uncle Ruckus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy.
Good show. If she didn't want peed on, why didn't she just move out of the way?
Fuck.
That's like the best episode, I think, because that little kid makes like that full-grown lawyer question himself. Why ain't she moving? She ain't want peed on. And then
Why you sound so good?
That was pretty spot on.
What?
well, I want the answers.
That is a really good show, though. I think, what's it on? It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hulu's
I
got a
can
lot of
watch
good.
it.
You can tell, like, they just stopped
It's on Netflix
giving a
too.
fuck about everything at the end there.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Where
good.
They were just like, we know that we're not going to get another season. We're just going to go balls to the wall with how much we can just
Yep.
be as offensive and ignorant about it.
I think that's why South Park does it in every season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, they're what, 21 seasons deep now? I think.
Yep.
Something crazy.
Yeah, I started
Nobody
watching
will
that.
ever be as good at offending people as South Park.
Oh, they're the gods.
Like
Yeah. We can try, but
the whole time, it's very evident that they are making a joke and being sarcastic, and they're like, "No, you're not joking."
It's just like, this is some social commentary, but we're going to take it to a really weird place.
Make you feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so welcome to the Very Okay Podcast, episode 5.
Guest whom?
Oh yeah, guest whom? Because
Yeah.
first guest was guest who. And
That's
then it's gonna
clever.
be guest whom.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get
We're
worse.
pretty
oh
neat.
god.
Guest whomst will be the next one.
Guest whomst.
Today we got Harlan from that sounds like a lawsuit.
Hi,
Local band in Louisville, Kentucky.
Howdy. We're a country band. Country punk pop kind of mixed together. So check us out on the Froggy.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, click that like, hit that little bell up at the top to
Yeah,
subscribe.
hit that little cowbell up there. Hit a little dingly bell. Ring my bell.
I forgot that fucking radio station existed until
How
right
do you
now.
forget? Like it's on every like Ford.
Look,
every Ford
Minivan.
Every shitty ass Camry has a "I love Froggy" bumper sticker
Yeah.
on it.
I think it's fantastic that as a country musician, you can make one good song and be on the radio for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
And if you're Garth
Almost
Brooks, man, and,
Oh.
and I mean, you just crank out hits.
That's like that with other genres too.
It is.
Cause
One hit wonders
yeah?
are always a thing.
yeah.
What? Name one
Cool.
rap song that was made 20 years ago that plays on the radio still today.
Probably a.
I don't know about.
Almost daily.
Well, it depends what radio
Anything about
station.
Biggie,
If it's like a
I'd
throwback station,
A
Sometimes
Biggie
slip-
song. I would say a Biggie
sometimes
song.
slip
Still.
in a
Coolio.
Wu-Tang in there.
Coolio,
Not
Gangster's
one
Paradise.
of you found an answer within the parameters of my question.
How old is Gangster's Paradise?
No, how old is...
I said almost daily.
How old is...
Do you listen to every radio station?
Yeah, at the same time.
So?
I think... And
When's the
I
last
never
time you
listen to the
listened to the
radio.
radio?
Yeah, I don't listen to radio, dude.
Yesterday.
It's too...
You're a piece of shit. You're a liar, and I don't want to.
No, on the way to Logan's.
Why'd you subject yourself to that, though?
Why are we name dropping all these other fucking businesses?
Exactly, yeah.
I mean,
Don't
I was on my way to not
They're not
Lowe's because it
fucking
wasn't Lowe's.
Let's not go shopping anywhere else except the Very Okay podcast.
It's the store. Very okay
Stop
store
on
cast.
by.
Don't listen to anything else.
The Very Okay
Anyways,
pod
Harlan,
store.
I just want to say thank you for coming.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful man, and for the people out there who don't know, because you can't know, he smells quite nice.
Thank you. I'm a fragrance dude. I like quality fragrances.
You pride yourself on your scent.
I kind of like. There's an art with it, so like I kind of appreciate the art that goes into making, with all the different notes. It sounds weird, it does, but it's like, wow, they like really mix this well and blend it well. I'm just like smelling good too.
Yeah, it's like every
Catch
time
Harlan in his basement with a bunch of beakers, like
Explosion.
Right? I'm good to make my own line.
Bunsen burner, like aha!
The perfect male scent.
If even one guy at a gas station
And
says
it just smells
good.
like belly button lint and that juice underneath the fridge.
You try so hard and you come out and somebody's like, you just smell pickles on your shirt today.
It's too advanced that they can't, like, simple-minded people can't.
When aliens
appreciate
land
it.
here, they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, you're a god.
you need some like
Do you own this place?
H.P. Lovecraft creature understanding to really appreciate the scent that Harlan's making.
Yeah. Well, for the record, I'm wearing Mason Margiela replica by the fireplace. So,
Very
give me a
okay
taste of
cologne.
Yeah, yeah, don't.
I like it.
Where are y'all getting these made-up names from?
Very okay pod cologne.
Right. Yes. It's coming out.
Cologne cast.
Come out with
Pick
our
it up
own
at the
scent.
store.
The Very Okay cologne. And we're drinking Very Okay energy drink.
Stick with my agua.
I'm drinking very okay full.
Snap!
That's how you say it.
But, so yeah, I guess you should actually tell them what your band is.
Okay. All right. So I lied. We're not on Froggy, and we're not country. Well, we kind of are.
You're not
but
country punk.
no, yeah, we're I would say an alternative metal band, based out of Louisville. Yeah, that's what we do. Sounds like a lawsuit. We're on every platform. You can check us out. The band itself has been around since 2009, but I've been in it since 2015, and since then, it's kind of really taken off. But,
All right.
When you say you're on every platform, what about N64?
yes.
Oh.
Yes, there's a 64-bit
We're gonna need
coming
an
out.
expansion pack for that.
You do. You need. And Game Shark offers all kinds of expansions. Yeah. Like
I would
there's
definitely-
the nude Harlan cheat where instead of me wearing the kilt, there's no kilt, and so
Harlan
yeah.
sheet.
I would really buy anybody's album outside of a gas station if it was on a Nintendo 64
I would too.
cartridge.
I wouldn't care what it was.
Yeah.
This is cool.
I would go get money out of the ATM to buy it.
That'd be good marketing.
And you can name your band Joe
Oh.
Kazooie.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
Oh.
I don't think a band would be
TM,
selling.
I'm patenting.
And one of the and they're all named Joe.
And one has a kazoo.
Yep. Oh my.
I don't think a band would be trying to sell their album outside of a gas station though.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, you don't know, dude. The struggle is real. The struggle for musicians is real, man.
at Nickel Stop in town, a guy gave me his mixtape for
mixtape.
a cigarette that I had behind my ear.
I mean, like back
So-
in the day with country musicians, they would just play a bar and then just
What if-
sell records out of their pickup truck.
That's how the Beatles got
Yeah.
started.
That's you just hustle mixtapes out of the back of your car, I mean, hell, I think we keep our merch if in the back of a car. I mean, we have it like in the venue during the show, but Tyler rides around with the merch in his car, so he sells it. So.
Slinging that merch.
I seen a guy selling plants out of the back of his car in front of the store that he used to work at, and he pulled up. It was weird. He didn't have them in the back of his car. They put them in
Was
the
it
trunk of his
weed?
car. They were just in the trunk of his car. He just opened it, and there was just
It's like that
"Well, my
dude
plants."
outside of Speedway
Oh, it's strawberries.
It's just a food.
the other day that just
Ferns.
It's Mother's Day.
crawled out of the shadows and was like, "You want to buy some body wash?" And I was like, no. And then
I mean, you can trust that.
You want to buy this used bar soap?
My friend,
Yeah.
my friend's working at the counter at the gas station. He's like, some dude just tried to sell me body wash. He's like, yeah, bro. He was trying to trade beer for it just now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's really good. Did you see what brand it? Well, it's very okay body wash, right?
No, I mean, but according to everyone else, I just missed out on a really good side quest.
Yeah.
So I probably really fucked.
You could have got
myself
so
on
much XP.
that. Yeah. I bet there's some unique armor that I could only get.
You
by buying this body
better
wash.
say goodbye to 99 level trading.
So, sounds like a lawsuit.
Yes.
Are you all working on an album?
Oh yeah, yes we are. We've been working on it solidly, I guess, since I joined. Currently, we're halfway done with the record. I have access to like half of the record. That's currently, we're just tweaking the mix, kind of, but it's basically half done. The other half is currently being written. I haven't even heard some of the stuff that the other guys are working on, guitar wise, but I know that they're really trying to crank some stuff out. So we've got about 6 more songs to write, and then we're actually probably less. Yeah, maybe 6, but they're going by quick, and a lot of them are kind of pre-planned. So we try and keep it varied. It's one of our goals, and so the songs that we have in mind, it's not. I feel like we take a little bit longer to write because it's not all the same sound. If you don't like one sounds like a lawsuit song, you can flip to the next one. It's a whole nother genre.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the 2 that you all have on here on Spotify.
Sweet variety.
Yeah, and I mean that by itself is like, God, yeah, it's so funny because to me they're kind of close. I mean, but some of the stuff that we have coming, it's even more different. Like we have a spoken word song that we're based like a 8, maybe 9 minute or more story that's just a spoken story with a sound score behind it.
Nice.
And it's a horror story.
Nice.
So I'm really excited to do
sounds
that.
sick as fuck.
Yeah, it's actually based on a true story. Our founder and guitarist Dan is a reoccurring nightmare he had. I don't want to give too much away, but it's pretty messed up. And so he kind of wrote it down, and now he took it and formulated into a story format. And it's everybody I've read it to, they've gotten cold chills, and it's cool. So I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm too.
Sounds
now
like you guys are just really like milking creativity and just nutting it all over.
Oh, all kinds of nut, man. This
Creative nut though.
Yeah, I mean we swim in each other's jizz, and that's how we start every practice. And
The
it
creative
works.
jizz.
Creative jizz,
Well,
just all over.
you like the NoFap. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
It's like a group of people. They just don't masturbate, and apparently it like depletes your creativity every time you do or something. Like all of them are like
It's a weird theory.
like I mean, it doesn't sound like too crazy.
No, but
it's like this guy. Like if you,
Well, I mean, like
if that's all you do and you stop doing it, like yeah, of course you're probably gonna go start a business. But I don't know. I guess they're just like
I mean,
excessive people that stop doing it.
If you're chronically masturbating and you're just like it's preventing you from living, and yeah, I mean, I guess stopping would help.
I stopped beating my penis 13 times a day, and somehow my electric bill went down.
Right. And my calluses on my hands have gone away, and my
My dick
penis
hurts
is-
way less.
it's like that dude from Sons of Anarchy who keeps just like beating off in his pants, and then he ends up getting his hands chopped off.
Which one was that again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
Who was it?
The bald guy. Fuck, what's his name?
I forget.
Think of
Rick
it.
Harrison.
I forget.
No.
Yeah, I remember. He rode the scooter,
Yeah.
and yeah, he was a likable guy.
Oh,
but
definitely.
but he
But
was
before,
messed up.
when he still had his hands, it was just too much.
Yeah,
Was he still able to ride his motorcycle?
Yeah.
but we've all been there, where we compulsively just masturbate in public. It's every now and then.
Speaking of
Who
that,
hasn't been there?
Right.
we're hoping to get a guest on here later on that has a little story about that. Local guy.
Yeah.
What? What kind of a segue?
We're gonna record him.
I feel like we already said that was a bad idea.
it would be very funny
He only really
to the
likes
40
one of
people
us,
that would know.
You got
about
to
it.
put the mic like right here.
and one of us, and the one person that he still probably likes, isn't going to want that.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I guess we can't talk about it right now.
Anyways, but yeah, if I go a few days without masturbating, I start making real poor decisions. So I don't know what the fuck they're on.
He would probably tried it, and then he ended up in jail.
You know.
It was a guy. We won't say his name, but I feel like the viewers would appreciate the story.
I'm gonna keep it
Those
real
kind
with
of
all you guys
decisions,
right
though.
now, Chief. I'll probably beat my dick like 5 times my whole life.
What?
In my 26 years of living.
That surprises me, man, because you come off as a guy who jacks off a lot.
Yeah, I get that, like, and that's fair. Like, that's a fair assessment of me as a person. It makes me feel like a caveman.
Why?
Like,
Why are you
yeah, like I just see titties on the TV, and I'm like overcome with primal rage, and I'm just like, I can't punch a deer to death, so I should punch my penis to near death.
Why are you not a billionaire right now?
How have you not opened your third eye?
I spend all the energy that I have on creative
If he
shit.
opened his third eye, he'd be masturbating.
My creativity, instead of investing it in like a business model, it was like memes. That's what I spent my effort on making, and shit posts to annoy feminists on Facebook.com.
Well, that's good.
Well,
yeah.
anyways,
At least you found your purpose in life, and you
Exactly.
decided to take action and
Hey,
do things with it.
Let's. You guys want to get into the question and answer segment of this segment?
Sure. Are we gonna start with the post or your guys'
I was
questions?
just gonna ask him some normal questions at first.
Okay. Some of them
Just
were
kinda like-
they were
Actually,
normal.
none of these are weird.
Kind of like dip our toes.
Cool.
and-
Let's.
and
I love
tell
dipping
Harlan
my
a
toes
little bit.
in the nice juicy wet things. So
All right. Well, so metal band.
metal band.
How that happened?
Ooh, so like how did I? Are you asking how I started music itself that led up to me being in this metal band?
Let's go ahead and say what got you into music, and then
Okay.
like how did you stumble upon being in this band? If
Okay.
that was a stumble upon moment. Even.
So I guess I was 9 years old, and at that time I was just kind of listening to whatever. Like I didn't really have any taste in anything. And I think one of the first things I actually found on myself was just whatever was on 100.5 the Fox Rocks at that time. So Linkin Park just released Hybrid Theory. Disturbed just released The Sickness. And at those points, those are considered probably entry-level metal bands, like that would get you into that. So I fell into that category.
They're like gold standards.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, and I don't care. Those albums are classics, Those are the first 2 albums I actually bought with my own money.
Nice.
And before that, I was just listening to a lot of people around me, older people, were listening to Black Sabbath and Alice in Chains and everything going on in the grunge, the 90s era. So that always had an influence on me. But I started just writing songs, just all the time, just lyrics all the time. And I formed a band in 4th grade called Restless Sleep. And I give a little head nod to that in that song that we are talking about earlier about Dan's Dream. I give a little wink to them. But we did nothing. We would just write over the house phone songs together. And I mean, it was a good little humble beginning. So throughout that, time, I eventually kind of got into hip hop more. So I was a rapper from 2004 to like 2010, 11.
It was like 2011.
Yeah, 2011.
I actually fired up my MySpace a couple of weeks
Oh
back.
my god.
And when Harlan was still G White, he made a
Oh
song
my
called
God, I
called
remember
All
that.
My Haters.
Yeah.
Do you remember that song?
I remember GY.
That
That
song-
was on my MySpace playlist.
That song put me to the number 2 rapper in Kentucky in 2009.
You had to be behind like Nappy Roots.
I was behind a guy named Casanova who lives in Atlanta now
yeah.
doing productions and stuff. So shout out to Casanova. He had a really good. It wasn't a cover, but it was a remix of New York from Jay-Z and Rihanna, I think, called Louisville KY.
I've actually listened to that song.
I
Yeah,
have to,
Yep.
actually.
Yeah.
yeah. So he's a cool guy. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but
Hope you're doing
MySpace.
well.
But from there, the way that the genre went, I was just like, I am not happy in hip hop anymore. And so, I mean, I still have a little bit of that influence. A couple songs I rap in, so it's always there. But I found myself back into metal and rock, and it over that time a lot of stuff came out, and I was just kind of catching up, and I found that as more of an outlet for me. And then eventually I was looking for bands. I started some bands. I was actually in a few bands with Brendan, who was here a couple weeks ago.
Great guy.
Yeah, Brendan's an amazing musician.
I love
him. He's super nice.
Why hasn't
and I've
he
known
called
him
me
for
back?
Right. I've been in a few bands with him, and he's a really good musician. The bands for some reason have never worked out, but I still work with him musically occasionally. Like I'm going to be a featured vocalist on a few of his songs that he's going to release whenever. He just calls me up out of the blue and is like, "Hey, dude, you want to come over and just do some stuff?" I'm like, "Sure." So I do that with him, and after a while, I was just kind of searching for a band that would actually stick, and my buddy Tyler, who's actually in Sounds Like a Lawsuit as well, he joined about 2 months after me. Called me at like 7 a.m. and was like, "Hey, I got a band for you, man. Hit up Sounds Like a Lawsuit. They're looking for a vocalist." And I'm like, "Okay." So I hit him up. I haven't really listened to him. I think they had like 200 likes on Facebook or something like that. And I was like, all right. So they opened for Whitechapel and stuff. So I'm like, okay, they've done some stuff. So I think they even had a single. Yeah, they had a single out. It wasn't they had a single recorded, but they didn't really push it because the band kind of fell apart. That lineup did. And so I joined in and offered almost a complete 360, 180, whatever, of the sound. I actually met Dan at Diamond's Bar at Frankfurt. He came up to me. I was just chilling watching a band play, and he came up to me. I had like super long hair at the time, and he's like, "Hey man, are you Harlan?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Hey, you're trying out for Sounds Like a Lawsuit next week." I'm like, "I'm Dan." I'm like, "Oh, dude." So I just went out in the parking lot there and sang for him like some Korn songs and all kind of anything he asked me to. And he was like, "You're already in." So I'm like, cool. So that's kind of how we got to where we are now. Yeah, that was a long story.
That was a good story.
So in Sounds Like a Lawsuit, what is your part? I guess
I am the frontman. I would say frontman vocalist. Now, I'm the lead vocalist, but I offer vocals to anyone who wants to do it. Tyler does a lot of the backing vocals, and he does a lot of lead vocals now, too. I try and push some, because he has a good voice. So I try and give him a spotlight anywhere he can. So like Snake Orgy, our latest single on all platforms, go check it out. He's singing, he is the screaming in the chorus, and he does the breakdown where he's like, "I am nothing but," that's Tyler. And he's singing the outro. I'm doing the low kind of backing on that. But yeah, he's a good vocalist. So
do you do any screaming?
Yeah,
because I couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, I do. I do a lot of screaming. I do singing. I do basically anything. I'm like, I don't want to be limited, because one of my goals as an artist is to not be boxed in. I think that is my main goal as an artist. I hate subgenres. I hate the idea of them. I'm like, we're artists, we're musicians. We do not need to categorize ourselves. Like, why would you want to only play the same sound every single song? Like, it makes it seem like you can't do much of anything else. And I would get bored doing that. Like, here's the next song, and it sounds like the last song.
Yeah. I can feel that, though, because there were some definitely bands that were what everyone would have considered metalcore back in high school. And
a lot of people consider us metalcore because I do scream and then sing and mix it up a lot, but yeah, I have a lot of kind of alternative vocals too. Like Mike Patton is probably one of my biggest influences, and if you know Mike Patton and Faith No More and Mr. Bungle and that kind of weird shit, right? Like, yeah. I like doing some other weird shit. And if you see us live, and after you hear the record, you'll be like the first actual song, because we have an intro, but the first actual song, you'll be like, oh shit, like he's doing some weird stuff.
Hey, so you think you could sing anything that I was like, hey, sing this?
I'd maybe make my own rendition of it. It depends on what it is.
Have you heard this song? This in particular. It's really popular right now. Just read it.
Hit or miss? I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend, bet he doesn't kiss you. I've never heard this song. Yeah, I've never heard that. Yeah. I stay away from radio and that kind of stuff. So
Holy fuck.
I cringe when I hear that.
I don't even know what it is. I'm so glad I don't know what it is.
Fucking love it.
It's a diss song about Mia Khalifa, the porn star.
Who wrote it?
Is that
I
Wiz
love
Khalifa's?
Fridays. No, it's just like a rhyme scheme in the song. So this part right here, hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss ya. He gonna find another girl and he won't miss ya. He gonna skirt and hit the dab like Wiz Khalifa. That's of TikTok that's like really, really popular right now.
I don't know what any of this is.
Those stupid apps where people lip sync.
Yeah.
God damn it, Arlen. You're too busy with work and band.
I'm jealous that he doesn't know what it is.
Just because you listen to actual good music that...
But I make an effort to stay away from this kind of stuff.
Well, anyways, like I was saying, I just thought it was interesting about your comment on the subgenres because, like I was saying, there's a lot of bands back then that I considered metalcore that come out with a new sound, and because they've had the same sound for so long, I'm just like, what the fuck are these pieces of shit doing?
Right.
Changing their sound like that.
Yeah.
Because you get used to it and you put yourself in a box, and then your listeners get used to that.
Yeah, and a lot of times I like it. Like I think Mudvayne, for instance, they were I guess new metal. But at the end they kind of had a metalcore element to it, and I dig old Mudvayne, I dig new Mudvayne. It doesn't matter.
What do you think about Korn's new? Aren't they like dubstep now or something?
Yeah, I mean,
For real?
Something like that.
I love Jonathan Davis. He again is another influence of mine.
Yeah, he's kind of genius.
Yeah, so like, and Korn's a huge band. Their old stuff is phenomenal. I don't care much for the electronic influence that they have now. Just putting that in, but I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I didn't give it a chance.
I think that...
I just heard that they did dubstep, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
in my opinion, I think it's kind of weird because if you're holding it to the same standard that you held like Issues or Life is Peachy or Korn,
you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah,
those are...
But that's how I was personally with like Slipknot.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
I've never not liked Slipknot. I think every Slipknot album has been good in its own right. And I know that they're coming out with a new album apparently next year.
Yeah, I think that like if you listen to it just like you're going to the album with no expectations, yes. But if you were comparing like Psychosocial to
something from Iowa, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm one of the rare, I don't want to say rare people, because the record sold well. I'm one of the weird people that like All Hope Is Gone. I think
like
there's good songs on it, so.
Yeah, and that's I've gotten into heated arguments.
Well, it's like...
I like All Hope Is Gone.
It's like the Black Album.
The title song is really good.
It's like the Black Album. I disagree with probably most people. I think the Black Album is probably my favorite Metallica album, but it is the most poppy album. But it has their most hits on it. And it's probably a nostalgia factor for me too.
The thing with me and most metal fans where we do not get along is that I've never liked Metallica.
Yeah.
Everybody, I get it. Music is subjective. It's just always been dad rock to me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with dad rock, Now, are you talking about like the big four? Like you talking about like Anthrax and Megadeth, that sort of category?
I guess maybe Megadeth. I wouldn't say I like Anthrax a lot more than I like Metallica. Metallica's
Anthrax is better than Metallica in my opinion.
Yeah, they were pioneers with the whole rap metal thing. So big respect.
Public
to that.
Enemy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, next question. Brendan Chase wants to know. Well, we did the post about the questions we want you guys to let him know or whatever. He says, ask him why he doesn't train legs.
Bro, I train legs all the time. All right, I've been bad this month. I haven't gone to the gym all freaking month, man, because I've just been tired and fat and I work too much. And so it's hard. My schedule makes it difficult. Either I'm going to have to go at 3 a.m. or something, or like I'm too tired in the evening, or I got something else going on. But I don't do leg day anymore. I do. I'll kind of separate it. So I'll do leg day basically every day. But if I'm doing chest and tries, I'll throw in squats and like leg extensions, and then on the next day I'll do like, back and biceps, but then throw in hamstrings and calf raises or something. Like, so I'm always doing legs. Brendan, you crazy? Just because I ain't never been a big dude, I can't gain thick legs like you. He's hating.
Yeah, Brendan.
Such a hater.
Bet you won't ask that again.
Ooh.
Okay.
Brendan's he's gaining a lot of muscle though over the years. He's getting thick.
Getting all caked up.
Yeah. He moved that 1,000 pound. I saw it 1,000-pound plates he was moving.
Keith Waters wants to know.
Oh. Keith Waters. All right, Keith.
He wants to know why you. He said, "What is the story behind why you wear a kilt?"
Oh, okay. Well, that's a respectable question. I was okay. All right, Keith.
You're really excited.
Look at you acting grown. Actually, and I'm gonna call him out because I don't care. That story that Brendan told about the the dude who was like a cross dresser at the skate park. The guy who was trying to pick up that guy was Keith. I was there that night, so I don't care. I'll call him out.
I feel like we all knew it was Keith.
Y'all knew it was Keith.
Yeah, me and Dylan were listening to it, and he was like, "Let's just say W." And me and Dylan were like,
right. But getting back to Keith's question, so I'm very Irish, but there was no, that doesn't have anything to do with the kilt actually. So my girlfriend went to Scotland for nursing for a little bit for a semester, and she came back and she brought me an authentic kilt, and so I was like, I'm gonna wear this on stage. So I wore it on stage. And I will never wear jeans again on stage after wearing that kilt because I sweat like crazy and I move like crazy. Like, if you've ever been to any of my shows, you know how I move. I look like I'm a contortionist I'm just wild. I'm sore the next day because of the way I put my body into a lot of positions. And the kilt really helps. And it's kind of become a signature thing. I didn't intend on that, but honestly, it's for practical reasons.
Yeah. So. There was a interview. This is probably one of the only times I will quote ICP. They were talking to Danny Brown or something. That's a rapper. He looks crazy. They said if you're like an entertainer and you don't look like an action figure, then you're like your image is not
exactly.
Right.
That's the thing. Is like a show is a show. I'm okay with watching a band play their live music, but I think that there's a level of theatrics and a visual aspect to watching live music, and I as a frontman am first and foremost a performer. Like, I do not want you to look away, and we're kind of at a crossroad where like some people want to mosh and stuff, but then they don't want to stop watching. So I try and do what I do, and I know I do it well. I'm very confident in myself, and I think that helps too. That shines through.
Yeah.
So every couple shows, I'll get dollars put in whatever garments I'm wearing. so we're making money. So, yeah.
You gotta wear a G-string on the outside just so they can latch it on.
Well, I get asked all the time if I do traditional kilt. No underwear.
Do you?
The band won't let me.
Oh.
They prevent me from doing a lot, and honestly, it's probably good because if it was my way, we'd be doing all kinds of crazy shit.
If you fell down at all.
Oh yeah. Well, because I jump off stage a lot too, so I'm just like. Woo! Flash everybody, hit somebody in the head with it.
Oh my bad, bro. You just like touch.
Sounds like a lawsuit, man.
Fucking hashtag me too.
That does sound like a lawsuit.
Yep.
Well, that's what you gotta do.
It's funny because people ask how we got our name, and it's like, there's got to be a story with it, and we give no clear answer. We always have some story. So and that's fun. Like I peed on someone's grandma on stage, and they sued me. I like that story.
Yeah.
Me
I
too.
wish it was true.
It is true in my head.
I like the video more than I like the story.
Did you have a question in there?
Oh yeah.
Did you already ask him all?
Alright, so how are you enjoying the Louisville music scene, and what are your opinions on it?
We have a very good music scene right now.
I get that vibe.
It is phenomenal, to be honest. I take a lot of pride in it personally. I will promote the hell out of any band that is working hard, doing their thing, has something to offer, and is just good. And even if they're just nice guys and they're just grinding hard, there's a lot of support, I feel like, between the bands, and it's a community almost, and it's I feel honored to be, I would consider it like a valued part of it. It's very, I don't know, it's humbling. Like, I think if we, and I've always said this, bands blow up by supporting other bands. Look, going back to the grunge era, the only reason Seattle got big was because they were all one unit and rose together. So, I mean, the label Sub Pop definitely helped because they helped push really well. But it's one of those things. Like, we have bands from Kentucky right now. Knocked Loose is going like wildfire, like worldwide. You know, and so people got eyes on Kentucky. Right now, Gray Haven. We our buddy Brent from Gray Haven, he did some art for us recently. We haven't released that merch yet. We will probably with the album and music video. We're in pre-production for it. So
I think what actually brought a lot of attention to Kentucky was Arcade Fire, because they're from Kentucky.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
When was that? When did they?
They got popular in like 2000. I want to say 11.
Cage the Elephant.
Oh no,
I feel like Arcade
Cage
Fire
the Elephant too. Yeah,
got big a lot earlier than
The
that.
Beatles are from Louisville.
or no, we didn't. I was like, aren't they really? What?
Liverpool. How would you say the music scene is right now in Louisville with your band compared to how the music scene is with like rap?
So and I haven't kept up with it as much because the rap scene kind of and again, I haven't kept up with it much, but I mean, I got friends who are rappers and stuff, but the turnover for rap artists is a lot. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of support. Rappers don't support each other a lot. Honestly, it's kind of there's a kind of one up each other, which is part of hip hop culture.
Right.
I think it became a thing because everybody decided that they wanted to be a rapper.
Everybody goes through a rap phase, and it makes it good rappers. There are good rappers in Louisville, and Jake Harlow, for instance, I think he's really good. Jack, sorry, Jack. Yeah, I think he's really good. He's doing a lot of good stuff.
Jack Harlow's real good. I like him.
What if he was sitting there listening, like,
fuck this guy?
He makes a diss track.
Right. Fuck, sounds like a loss.
He's got like Harlan, like where he signed G White on a T-shirt. Like
he's like loading a rifle while smearing lipstick all over his head.
I'd respect that. I'd be like,
you never call me Jake again.
You put your picture on his dartboard.
I guess Dylan's last question kind of ties into this question, so I was just gonna ask you really quick. If you had to pick like a top 5 of local, underrated musicians, or bands,
let's see. So the band shirt I'm wearing today, Bastard Sons of a Judas Goat, they're one of my favorite local bands. They are doom sludge, very atmospheric, deep, dark. It makes you feel like a demon sitting on your chest when you listen to them. Like, they're that low. It's only a drummer and a guitarist, and they're phenomenal.
Damn.
But they, there's
it's like the White Stripes.
Yeah, except hotter,
heavier.
Yeah, and that's one. So I'd put them in there. I don't know if I could do a top 5. I could list 5. I couldn't rank them though. We have so many good bands.
So no specific.
I'm just going off of who I'm thinking about. I would say, Ulm. I really like Ulm. We have not played with them, but they do a lot. It's very progressive music.
Is that OHM?
OHLM, I believe, or OLHM. How do you spell it?
I think it's OHM.
OHM.
Like the electricity.
But they're one of my favorite local bands. Now Johari is fantastic, but they are a lot bigger. They don't play a lot in Louisville though. They're pretty well known. So I don't know if I could say they're underrated. Freaking Era of Machines. They just released an EP that's really good. They're super nice guys. I gotta shout them out. Freaking, let's see, who else I really enjoy? How many was that? 3? 3 or 4?
3 or 4.
Yeah.
3.
I'll list one more just out of the sake of, let's see. The underrated part's the hard part because their bands there are doing really well. Like You Won't Feel a Thing. They're great. Godfrey Falls, they're great. Gosh, I'm drawing so many blanks because there's so many good bands. Foxbat, they're buddies of ours. We've played shows with them, but they're doing really well right now too. They just released a phenomenal album, and they're cranking out music videos and doing really good shows and touring. So
I feel like the scene with your genre is really like people are either really into it or they just don't know about it.
Yeah,
so I feel like a lot more people would listen to that type of music if they knew more about it.
Yeah,
because it's not usually on the radio that much.
Right. Well, the thing is that within the scene, the bands are very supportive of each other.
Yeah.
Right.
But that is where the only support is. There is no outside support for the metal and rock scene in Louisville, I feel like. And I
feel like there's not really that much support.
Hear that, kids? Go buy some fucking tickets and some fucking shirts.
Well, people don't go to shows much anymore. It's just they stream, but that's about it, And they'll buy merch. We sell merch pretty well, but it's hard getting people to come out to shows anymore, especially if it's on a weekday.
Yeah.
So understandably,
just have a concert at Expo 5 already.
Well, they
What
don't
are you
do
waiting
concerts
for?
at Expo 5 anymore.
Throw 5.
Yeah, I know.
Back to
Yeah, I'd say the best venue in Louisville right now is the Tiger Room.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been there. I've been to Diamonds, Expo 5.
Yeah.
and
Diamonds is I like Diamonds.
Now the Tiger Room. So Trixie's in Louisville always had a venue there. Separated from the adult entertainment side. It was always separate. But
I saw I Hate God there a while back.
oh yeah. We played.
It's a good name.
But they play a lot with Down and stuff. They're the NOLA, one of the NOLA bands.
Yeah.
But we've played at the Tiger Room with Hatebreed and He Is Legend and Saving Abel and Soil. So we've actually played a lot of shows but they renovated it and made the Tiger Room now, so it's completely separate, all ages, I believe, on a couple of
Bulldogs.
days.
That was the name of the other place that I went.
Oh yeah, that's not there anymore.
Yeah.
I also really like Zanzibar, but I feel like it's a bit small for like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't
shit like
mind
that.
small stuff.
Oh no, but
I don't know. It's impossible to get a drink there
how
if
is
there's
it?
anything going on.
I don't think that. In fact, like I've made it a point to where I get really drunk every time I see Astronautilus. And I've seen him like 3 times, and each time I've got really drunk and like hugged him, and then just started rambling to him, to where like I don't know if he even remembers me or if he's just like, oh god, here comes that drunk guy.
He always hugs me and mumbles in my ear.
The last time I saw him was at Zanzibar, and that was one of the better shows.
Zanzibar.
It's not a bad venue. It's just
go to you, sweet.
Plus, got pinball machines.
they got that stupid ledge in the middle of the floor where they perform. It just makes me trip almost every
You're
time.
just like a big drunk idiot every time you go there.
Speaking of Tenacious D,
Harlan.
you need to check out their shit. Or recently, 'cause it's cool.
Apocalyptica?
Apocalyptico.
It's so good.
It's phenomenal. Their YouTube little mini series that they drew. It's the funniest thing I've seen in a while. I love it.
I have 2 questions.
Go
for
for
you.
it. Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Africa by Toto or Country Roads by John Denver.
Country Roads, John Denver.
Okay. John Wick +1 agility and reaction time for every past or present kill. So every person he's ever killed or will kill. Or Batman.
Batman. Yeah, Batman. Going with
Are
Batman.
you telling me that you think that Batman could kill John Wick?
Batman is
Batman
Wick.
killed his dog before this.
Batman is a genius though. He
Yeah,
could just
he's-
like strap
I
a bomb to the
just-
floor and kill him.
And
He
shout
walks
out to
in.
Keanu Reeves and I love Keanu Reeves, but man, Batman's he's Batman, man.
The other day
Yeah.
I was messing with Dylan and I said like Kevin from Home Alone versus Batman.
I want to see
Kevin has 3 days to get ready.
I want to see Kevin from Home Alone versus Michael Myers in his house. That's what I want to
That'd be
see.
nice.
That'd be-
I'd
How
like
long
to
does
see
Kevin
that.
have? That's what's the deciding factor there. If Kevin has time, Kevin's gonna do what needs to be done.
To prepare?
But if you just break in, Kevin's dead.
Oh, yeah.
So he has as long as he had with the Wet Bandits on the first movie.
Like 3 days.
Yeah, roughly.
So,
Yeah.
Kirby or Thanos?
Kirby. Fucking Kirby.
You just absorb his, like...
Yeah. Kirby is like Majin Buu. I've always compared the two. Not because they're pink, but they just kind of have the similarities.
Yeah, true. Or Cell or something.
And plus on N64,
Do you like South
Smash, Kirby's like the guy. Yeah, I like South Park.
Mysterion versus Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Oh, okay. Here's a segue. Speaking of these two choice answers, our poll that we talked about last week has come to an end.
Uh-oh.
And it was really close.
Wasn't it like a 0.5% difference?
Yeah. And it had 777 votes.
That's pretty good.
It caused a lot of
Controversy
tension.
there.
Yeah.
See, CNN had a story on the...
The ranch and the ketchup.
Yeah.
I guess people are passionate about it.
Right.
And if for anybody who doesn't remember, the poll was to see what was worse. People who put ketchup on everything or people who put ranch on everything. And by 0.5%, the ranch on everything
was that
worse.
close?
Yeah.
Wow. Dang.
So yeah, fuck you, Team Ranch. This meme was made by Team Ketchup.
I'd voted for ketchup being worse than,
I did
than
too.
everything.
I did too.
But here's my rationale.
No. I'm sorry.
Here's my rationale. Like, if you put ketchup on everything, you're 4 years old. Like,
If you put ranch on everything, you're a 4-year-old girl.
yeah, you're a 4-year-old girl. I know. I'll say like a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah,
Like,
he's right.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Pretty accurate.
Like
Yeah.
a 21-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm. That's just like, oh, chicken nuggets and what else do they talk? in the Liddy Ranch.
Put pizza.
I don't understand picky eaters.
I don't do I freaking anything, man.
Right.
It's horrible. I mix stuff too. I put mustard on everything.
If I could go back in time, it wouldn't be to make things right with all the people I've wronged or do
Yeah, 'cause
anything
fuck those people, man.
to make my life more successful than it is right now. It would be to actually eat the dinner that my parents cooked when I was a kid instead of saying I wanted McDonald's or I want hot dogs and mac and cheese.
Yeah, because every time they slaved over that meal,
Yeah.
and you just feel like
Are you
shit.
feeling like real guilt about that?
Yeah, well, yeah, because I remember it being like steak
man.
and shit like that.
You shitty
I'd be like,
ass
I want
kid.
McDonald's, I don't want steak.
You're a piece of shit kid.
Like here's some steak and broccoli.
I'll go back in
Like,
time.
what is this shit?
Just like stand in my room above my bed and just be like, you want fucking steak? Punch
Beat
me.
your own ass.
That's what hauntings really are. They have that technology.
Yeah.
They have the technology for that in the future. And if you didn't eat good as a kid by choice, then it's your future self coming to fuck with you.
I mean, like, not gonna lie, there's been so many times where I just wanted to go back in time and beat the living dog shit out of teenage me.
I got in an argument on Facebook like 2 weeks ago, which is really surprising for anybody who knows me because I don't argue on Facebook.
Yeah, right.
So,
Back in the day.
okay, so this person was like, this stupid girl was like, kids should be allowed to be picky eaters because they're not going to miss any of the necessary vitamins or nutrients as long as you give them vitamins. Instead, and was like, let them eat whatever they want. And I was like, okay, so you're telling me your kid's gonna eat ice cream for 3 meals a day and eat vitamins?
The vitamins will counteract.
diabetes.
The vitamins
like-
will counteract the ice cream.
Turns
Vitamins
it
beat ice
into
cream.
protein.
It's all there.
Flintstones, man. Yo, Fred Flintstone.
Ice
you
cream
get that
melts,
Barney?
vitamins don't.
Barney come in with that bam bam, man, and kick that ice cream's ass.
I actually hated Flintstones vitamins.
They taste good.
Gummies? I'll
like
eat
the regular ones.
450 gummies at one time.
Do you remember on Bill Y, that group that we were in, I went on live stream and I ate like half a bottle of the Ninja
do
Turtle
remember that.
vitamins.
Did you get the shits?
No.
Was that right around the time I drank that
Laxative.
that laxative?
Yeah. I don't think we talked about that one of the other episodes,
Yeah.
but you didn't really go into detail about it.
It was so. I watched every single video about it. I was like driving a car, watching Dylan like on the toilet. Oh my god! I was like, oh, like, oh, fucking wreck the car.
All right. Well, I we had this group on Facebook called Bill Y.
R.I.P.
It had like 5,000 members or something, 7,000 or something like that.
Like 11 or 13,000.
Oh,
It was up there. It was like 25K at one point, wasn't it? Anyways, me and Andrew adminned the group, and along with some other friends of ours. And one of my friends that I had just recently invited to the group made some random bullshit post saying if this gets 100 likes, Dylan has to drink laxatives.
Oh.
And I was in my head I was thinking he doesn't have anyone else in this group added besides like me and a handful of other people. No one's gonna give a fuck about this. No one's even gonna see it. And then an hour later, it was like 120 something.
I don't know if you know how bored the people in Bill Y were. Wasn't it like 80 something people watched like live stream as some guy just ate half a sandwich?
yeah.
Oh man.
I remember that.
That's good
So I
stuff.
videotaped myself and posted it to Bill Y of me drinking an entire bottle of like magnesium citrate.
Oh, dude.
And then I was just like, I'll see you guys on the other side.
See you guys in hell.
And then I posted.
had a video of him on the toilet,
And then I
and he was
posted-
like, "This is it!"
I posted.
right in there, right in the hole.
I posted a few videos of me taking a shit, and it just progressively got worse each
Oh.
time.
He got like more
Jesus
sweaty,
Christ.
and like his hair was like slightly more off kilter every time.
Did you have to like call into work or something? Or?
No, it was on a weekend, and that
Oh.
usually only lasts for like the day.
Oh God.
He like after his last post, he didn't post for a little while, and everybody was in the comments like, "Yeah, what happened?" And he was like, in all caps, "There's nothing left." And then everybody, it got like the comment in itself got like 18 likes. It was,
Damn.
There are people that do it voluntarily. I worked in pharmacy for a little bit, and there are people that do it voluntarily. They're just like,
It's a good colon cleanse. It's good for the colon.
It's a cleanse. It's a
Do you
body
guys
cleanse.
remember, like, 2
a
years
1-day
ago?
cleanse.
were you on my friends list when I made that post? It was like, if this gets 500 likes, I'll chug a fifth of liquor at midnight.
I remember that, yeah.
This is how that guy ended up shoving a jar up his ass, probably.
No, I think that was just purely sexual.
Wait,
Ew.
I think that's a segue right there.
Oh God.
And should we go on to our next segment? Or were we doing more? Were we asking questions?
We got more questions.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Just remember jar.
Jar.
Yeah, we kind of got sidetracked.
Is anybody the inspiration for your stage presence? It's pretty different than anybody I've seen, and awesome, and that is from Brandy Money.
Yes. And no one's really come up and compared it much. I mean, some people catch on, but 90s Maynard James Keenan. If you see Maynard in the 90s, he's
Who's that?
animal. Maynard James Keenan from Tool.
I don't know what Tool is.
What?
You're going to lose.
Shut
I
up.
can't even. You're not.
You're
You're
going to
lying,
lose all the
right?
cartilage in your knees doing that.
I can't even. You don't know who Tool is?
Who?
Wait. Okay. No. He's playing.
You
This is
keep
what he
doing that
does.
for your-
Moving on.
for
So,
years.
yeah. So
I know
Maynard
they sing the
is a
song
huge
Spoon
influence.
Man. I'm not
Yeah.
He just
With,
pulled his phone out, everybody.
With Chris Staley, right? No, I'd say he's a big influence. Jonathan Davis is a big influence. Mike Patton again is a big influence.
Is that the general from the army?
Yes, General Patton. Actually, he had a side project called General Patton. No kidding. So,
The speech at the beginning of Patton
The,
keeps me going to this day.
I think I would say Greg Pachado from. Why am I drawing a blank? I draw blanks a lot.
It's alright.
Anybody listening knows who that is. Yeah, just anything wild and crazy. I mean, anything 90s really too. I mean, I just try and kill myself on stage basically.
G.G. Allen.
G.G. Allen. I wouldn't take it that far, but yeah,
You just need
hey.
to get naked and challenge everyone to a
Yeah,
fight.
I keep saying, I keep bringing up, my bandmates, I'll bring up ideas, and they're like, Harlan, you're not G.G. Allen. I'm like, damn it. You mean I can't, put my microphone into a dildo and sing into the dildo the whole time? And they're like, no.
I heard a story that he clenched his teeth and just bashed the microphone into his teeth.
Yeah, dude. I've seen. He's G.G. Allen.
G.G. Allen was the most punk rock man alive.
He had some
Who is that?
freaking issues.
You have to watch a video.
Meat
later.
Puppets. He was the lead singer of the Meat Puppets. And like, there's video of him like going crazy on stage. He like takes shits on stage and he like throws it at the crowd and stuff. And he like almost I think he like rapes some people like on stage.
You said like some people. Like you didn't say
people.
a person.
And
No,
That's what
like it's
confused
part of the
me.
show.
He had the smallest penis in the world. Though.
He would,
It's sad that we know this too.
Yeah.
Like,
It's on YouTube.
oh god.
like he would challenge people in the crowd to fight him.
Yeah.
He would get into like full blown fist fights
Yeah.
and still like sing
Yeah.
at the same time.
Well, singing is a oh, you know who else?
Yelling.
Who else I like is Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins, yeah,
He's
a beautiful
just
man.
I just like him.
What's he from?
Black Flag.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There's a guy. I have a huge list of influences. Honestly, it's massive. But yeah.
That's a good answer.
We have one last question from people. It is from Dan J.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Danny J.
And it
Sorry.
says, what is the inspiration behind the lyrics to the single Snake Orgy and why?
Okay.
Which actually, that's my favorite song.
Yeah.
by-
Well, you guys, that's the only you all because we have the two singles out, Makeshift Soul and Snake
Well,
Orgy.
it's better than the other one in my
Yeah. and it's a different sound.
All of the other
I'd
ones.
shove both of them up my ass, to be honest. I like them so much.
The Snake Orgy is a very political song. I know Dan would probably want me to break down, the stuff. Okay, man, should I do this? Okay. Well, maybe not. I'll do it in a nutshell, and kind of by segments, I guess. Because so my writing is very profound, and I can say that I can say that with confidence. I spend months writing my lyrics, tweaking them, and eventually, like it becomes something where it can be interpreted in multiple different ways, and that I like. I want people to have to Google words and ideas to know what I'm talking about. I don't like easy lyrics. I'm just, and again, that's from my influences. It kind of made me that way, and the music that I like. So everything's kind of profound, and Snake Orgy honestly is one of the lesser profounds, I would say, the stuff I've written. But it's basically kind of corporate America, the idea of how we are all whores to, I equate country to corporation to government. It's all the same to me.
Well, I mean, God damn it! With the second we let Wall Street in bed with Washington.
Yep, there's a
Game
Wall
over,
Street.
man.
When there's a Wall Street reference in that song. There's that section after or before the breakdown where Tyler and I are screaming back and forth, buy, sell, right before the triangle comes in that you all see in that beautiful picture. That is a picture of me recording
Well,
the
you're a
triangle for
beautiful man.
that song. Oh, it's so
Stop.
sweet, man.
Hard.
But yeah, broken down. I mean, I could break down the lyrics one by one, but that would take a long time. Just because a lot of things have triple entendres. I mean, like multiple things.
And that makes the
He's a fucking
replay
philosopher.
value.
He doesn't repeat himself.
Yeah.
That's good for replay value, though.
Yeah.
Lyrics are that deep.
Yeah, I like to think so. I put a lot of thought into the things I do, because I think if this is my big shebang, if this is the only album I ever write in my life, which I think is a good mindset to have if you're making music, make every song like it's the one.
Yeah.
And
Magnum opus.
yep, and just go in and make it your best. So that's why I will spend more than 5 minutes writing a song. Like,
People
Thank you
take
for
pride
that.
in writing fast. I'm just like,
no.
if you're
that's
that
not
good
something
at 5
I-
minutes, why wouldn't you actually take your time
right,
to do it?
like literally months. Like the way that I write is I will write before a song is even presented to me. I'll just grab ideas. I'll be like, oh, that's an interesting thought, and I'll just write it down. And over time, that'll kind of change around and kind of blend with other things. And like, okay, here's a topic. So I'll kind of piece the puzzles together to whatever kind of music that they are presenting to me. And that's kind of how it ends up. And then over the months, I tweak it and make it fit, and maybe switch the words around a little bit. But that's kind of my writing style. That's how I've always done, and I like doing that.
Well, you can definitely notice it in the finished product.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all haven't heard anything yet.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, and I mean, because my writing, I found even over the past year has gotten more and more profound because I'm trying to do that. Like I wasn't really trying before. I was just like, I'm going to be creative.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, how much meaning and thought can I put into as little as possible?
Yeah.
And so that's what I try and do because
Well, I
I'm
mean,
only given so much to work with, and I'm like, I want to fit all these ideas into one song. How do I do that?
In my opinion, that's what really good writing is, whether it comes to music or it comes to being like an actual author. It's writing less but saying more.
Mhm.
It's writing the least that you can but saying the most with that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And now, Dylan, the jar?
A jar.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
So we're done with questions?
I guess.
I guess for now.
You said
Sure.
All right. So, will you mind pressing that button on that TV up there? It's like on the far right.
This is fun. I don't know what they're about to do. This is
I
gonna be-
also don't know what he's about to do.
No, it's on the bottom of it, but it's on the far right.
While they're getting this together, Sounds Like a Lawsuit has a show for mental health awareness on this Friday, November 2nd. The lineup is sick, and y'all should come out. It's going to be an interesting show for us because our bassist is on a cruise, so we will not have a bassist. And Tyler actually got all of his equipment stolen the other night from the back of his car. He got his guitar stolen. He got his guitar case stolen, his head stolen, his camera stolen, and they're still looking for it. So it's going to be a little rough. His pedal board is stolen as well. So if anybody, go on Facebook. There's pictures of all this stuff. If anybody knows anything, please get to us. Oh, I don't even. What is this?
Okay.
I'm showing a picture. Okay. Oh,
This segment.
So if you know anybody running around with stolen guitars, guitar cases,
Kick the shit out of them.
Street justice.
Gently if they're
Right.
holding it, but
Yeah.
Get
Say,
it
hey,
back.
hey, God, look at that, and then mace them, and then leave.
okay.
with
So
that.
this next segment is probably a little more good to experience, more good
More
if you're on
good.
YouTube
Good,
because
bad.
there's a video.
Ah.
This segment is one that we're testing out. I just had an idea.
Oh, dear.
It's gonna be called Roast the Shooter. That's a big problem that we have in this country. People
Wait.
spontaneously.
Wait, do we all get, we're going to do it?
Yeah, we can do it. Well, I posted a thing about one of them that our people on Facebook got to
That's true.
give their input on. But yeah, Roast the Shooter. We're pretty good at making fun of people, and I think that this is a good way to do it for the good.
The only thing I can think of to roast this guy is he looks like somebody.
This
And I don't wanna
I'm gonna
say-
give a little backstory on this guy. He went to school with me. I don't think he went to school with
shit.
anybody else. He's from Shelbyville, and he was a SoundCloud rapper with a really bad speech impediment. But we're not gonna judge him for that.
Who the fuck is this guy?
His name is Dylan Gerald. Yeah, and of
Young
course,
D. Do you
some-
remember that guy? Young D.
I don't think so, but that's such a generic name that I probably know a bunch of young D's.
but
And, everybody.
I'm
It's
just
better than
tired.
Little D, because then it's like, was the D stand for D?
It's funny if you're being ironic.
I'm
It's
just
like, well,
tired
Yeah.
of shooters being named Dylan.
Is that a thing?
You know what's weird?
You guys are.
Dylan Klebold, Dylan Roof,
Oh God!
and then this guy. He didn't get the chance to do it,
And then
thankfully.
these two right here.
This guy didn't get the chance to do it. Thankfully, he made a thread on Facebook, and the police
Fucking pussy.
found him backing out of his driveway.
Damn.
But yeah,
He was
let's
back
go
there
ahead.
His whole life, piece of shit.
He you old greasy ass motherfucker. Look, he's like 20 years old, and he looks like he's a 40-year-old. Like, he looks like he's gonna walk up to you and try to sell you something that he found in your pocket.
So you body wash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he really needs it.
He looks like he looks like if you hit him with some Dawn dish soap, he'd disappear.
Yeah, he looks like the duck from the Dawn dish soap bottle, but kind of on crack. You pull him out. You pluck him out of the ocean.
His hair is so greasy that his facial hair is straight. Look at it. It's just like flowing. It's so heavy.
It's just beard oil in his hair. That's all.
Natural.
It's that yellow part. It's just the plasma from all of his victims.
All right.
From the blood.
I never.
That's fucked up.
Oh my
man.
god.
You can
I'm
see
gonna
that.
let let you guys all get this out of your system. I'm gonna write some stuff, and I'm gonna give it about 45 seconds and just.
All right. Well, yeah, this guy, he had a really bad lisp, and I'm not making fun of people that have lisps, but I'm making fun of this guy who has one.
I just hate people
By
with
coincidence.
lips, man.
Yeah, fuck them.
Apparently, he had like I think he said he had an AK or something.
Well, I'm sure that as much as disappointing as he is in life and in his rap career, I'm sure that if he attempted a shooting, he probably wouldn't have even gotten a single round off.
I think that he just had an AK because he couldn't pronounce SKS, so he bought an AK instead.
SKF.
Something that was easier to pronounce. But we used to call him Young Greasy in high school.
So he's always just been this greasy.
Yes.
baby.
His hair is so heavy. I guarantee you, if you put that on a mop, you wouldn't be able to pick it up.
Like he takes a shower and then loses like 20 pounds.
He looks like my driver's license from back in 2013.
He looks like he's always watching Cops.
And wanted to reenact.
Maybe he's just a really good guy. Maybe he doesn't wash his face, so his girlfriend can do her makeup in his forehead. But yeah, his name is Dylan Gerald. Look him up on Facebook.
What, is he still in prison?
I think he deleted his Facebook actually. Yeah, he's
a coward.
This happened like a few weeks ago, so he's definitely, his bail was like $50,000.
Damn.
But yeah, fucking old greasy ass boy. He's only like 5'4" too. What were you gonna do?
Short man syndrome, man.
Of course you needed a gun. You weren't gonna do anything else. You 5'4" ass little bitch.
Little bitch.
Are you done writing?
Yeah, he's coming up with some
I have
good
like
stuff.
5 good ones.
All right, go.
So far.
Roast.
All right. Otis from Devil's Reject as a teenager head ass. Charles Manson dumped in fried grease head ass. My name is Girl. Don't fuck me. That's a good one. That's my favorite one, I think, because it's like my name is Earl, but instead he's just like mad about not having sex. All right. He looks like truck stop cigarette bucket smell.
Y'all are good at this. Yeah, I'm not good at this shit.
This is when a night on your couch turns into, hopefully he finds a place this year.
At least he's giving us
This is when a truck
body
stop-
wash bottles to refill.
Okay, his parents, resulted in him, what resulted in him is a truck stop hand job turned into a little bit more. He had a coupon.
Oh, little greasy ass bitch. Dylan Gerald.
You little, what's that? You moron. Yeah.
Dweeb.
Yeah.
Freaking dweeb.
He looks like he would show up to your house with like a Rello and be like, "Why don't you guys smoke with me?"
He looks like he steals his mom's pills.
He looks like he still smokes out of cans.
He looks like he reuses toilet paper.
Yeah.
He's definitely picked a few cigarette butts out of an ashtray.
He definitely owns one flannel shirt, and it is his favorite shirt.
He used to wear like really tight red pants.
I mean, the good part
like
about
the same pair.
Hey, y'all were right. I gotta piss like a fucking
I
racist.
fucking told you.
They did. But y'all are roasting him. I'm gonna piss.
Look,
Unless I can do it on camera.
The good part about him being that dirty, the good part about him
Fuck
being
yeah.
that dirty is that his favorite shirt is always the same amount of clean.
Black shirt.
Yeah, it was white.
Maybe, yeah, it's probably a white shirt. Oh my gosh. Look, you can see, if you guys know how low quality mugshot pictures are.
Yeah.
You can see the like glare from like the camera on his forehead.
Yeah, I mean, like he looks like if he looks like if he jumped into his bed, he'd just slide off.
If you tried to punch him in the face, your hand wouldn't hit him because it would just slide.
Yeah.
So greasy.
If you threw flour at his face and then chicken immediately after on a hot day, all I'm saying is Popeye's got some competition.
Alright, you want to move on?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm out of fuel.
This is a guy named Gregory Bush.
Fucking
Earlier, I think it was last week, the end of last week or early this week.
He looks like every 40...
I have to give his backstory. He's a piece of shit who went to Kroger and shot people and killed, I think he killed 2 people. I think it was racially motivated.
That's what the government wants you to think.
But yeah, just a take a look at him real quick and build up what we had to say about him
Homeboy looks like he yells at his wife in public way too often.
in flip-flops. This is one I posted on the page, so let's read the comments from our loved ones first. Here's the caption from the post. It said, on our next episode, we will be starting a new segment called Roast That Shooter, where we roast the shit out of them because they're human garbage. We'll also read the comments on this post on the episode. What do you guys have to say about this old ugly ass Gregory Bush head ass?
Just kidding.
Your sister, this is where the jar thing came from. Dylan's sister said, finally, the face of the guy from One Man, One Jar.
That was real funny. Thank you for that, Kelly.
Somebody said he looks like the white Uncle Ruckus.
Fuck, he
Look
does.
like the white Uncle Ruckus.
I love it though. I like this guy.
No, you don't.
Is that politically incorrect?
He's a shooter.
No, I don't like this guy.
I like shooting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a gun enthusiast, but yeah, no, this guy's fucked up. I mean, and that my buddy was in that same Kroger like an hour before he came in. I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
He almost got away.
He looks like he's been living off extends for about the later half of his
That's what
life.
fucking happens, man. All that blood flow.
He looks like before he is intimate with his sister, he takes his big eye out and polishes it on his shirt.
Looks like he's on roids, but like he's inserting it into his pee hole.
The strong fat.
He looks like somebody who got fired that was a truck driver. Not anymore.
You know, I haven't kept up with the news on this guy. Like, he apparently like I know he has a black wife.
Really?
Yeah, he has a black wife. So it's like, so is it racially motivated? I don't freaking know. I know the only
Apparently, somebody, I'm not sure if this was true or not, but he like tried to go to some
Baptist
predominantly
church.
black church.
Yeah.
And was like banging on the door and
Yeah.
nobody was there or something.
You know, and crazy people are crazy. You can't rationale anything.
He's obviously crazy. He's
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
a bright ass neon shirt
gotta
and he
be
decided
crazy.
to shoot somebody.
Yeah, look at me.
Fucking crazy ass. He looks like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Other white people.
That's what he said apparently to that other guy in the Kroger.
Do you guys think he looks like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Yeah, he looks like what I'm probably going to look like in about 30 years. So
Fuck this guy. Are those like pock marks on his face or just like what?
it's the cigarette burns from when his uncle used to, put him out on his face after taking him back to the shed.
Uncle stuff.
He looks like a shed guy.
He
does
does.
look like a shed guy.
It's that guy that lives in your shed and won't leave.
This guy definitely has one of those like beer bellies, but they're really hard.
Oh,
He looks like
yeah.
the type of person that you wouldn't want your daughter to be anywhere near.
No, definitely
Yeah.
not. I don't think I would want to be near him.
Hey, my phone's about to die, so I need to get these off real quick.
Go.
Alright.
Get it?
He looks like every single aged middle
Oh.
man with 45 uploads of the same picture.
Yeah.
This is the dad from The Hills Have Eyes.
Burn.
This is the only farmer that has to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Burn.
He looks like the WikiHow on domestic abuse.
How to domestic abuse.
The wiki.
He looks like at any given moment he's about to say something about
Basketball.
libtard and braze aluminum in the same sentence.
I bet he's a UK fan.
No, he is. I looked up his Facebook, and he is.
Oh man.
Like
But he's
100.
a UK fan.
I'm gonna look you up.
This is Bam Bam Bigelow's brother, Slap My Wife Bigelow.
Gregory Bush, the UK fan. Where's he at? The Dylan Gerald's Facebook got deleted too, so it's like, I think that they deleted his Facebook too, probably.
That's interesting.
I bet you his fucking family
Do they
tree
do
is
that?
running
Do
out
they
of
delete
branches.
people's Facebooks who like?
He probably
Or
like
incarcerated
got in
or shit
contact
like
with
that?
his family and was like, "Here's my info, delete it. Don't look at the messages."
Oh, yeah. My conspiracies.
Fucking. All right, whatever. Stupid ass guy. This
Fuck
shit
this
wrong
guy, man.
wrong mouse. His bond was $2 million.
I thought you were gonna say his band. I was like, Oh, yeah, he's in that one band.
Sounds like an incest.
Right.
I laughed so hard. Oh God.
This is the guy that shot up the synagogue in
Oh,
Pennsylvania.
I haven't seen this guy yet.
Yeah.
He does look like Hitler. Like,
you'd give him a
no,
stash.
if you put the mustache on him, that I mean, really think about
the
what I'm
arrow
saying
over
here.
his lip,
Mm-hmm.
please.
He looks like he would be grilling in white New Balances and
Yeah.
Jordans.
Like, this guy's just an everyday dad. You know, you would never suspect a thing, but he's always kind of quiet.
45 visits to Backpage.com a month.
He probably
Yeah.
has like an office that he smokes cigars in,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just full of like weird
He, like-
neo-Nazi literature.
He would never hire anybody who wasn't like a straight white, male sort of thing.
Yeah.
He looks like he kisses his kids on the lips.
Yeah, he's
Like,
definitely
and
one of those dads.
they're like 18.
But it's because we're close. We're family.
He shaves his screen.
We
If he had glasses, he would definitely look like a little pedophile guy.
man,
Well, he probably just took them off. I don't see how they arrest these people. Like,
But with this guy though, he doesn't really look. He looks empty. He doesn't look crazy, but he looks empty. Like,
Yeah.
like there's nothing behind those eyes. You know.
Oh, definitely not.
he's thinking about like what time he's gonna wake up
He's
tomorrow.
thinking about unseasoned chicken and
Unseasoned.
Copping those new Balances.
write another angry email to Pornhub about taking off the ebony genre.
Did they do that?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Damn, he got a little bit.
Well, I feel like I would have heard about that because people get so
like,
upset.
me personally, I'm a fan of the ebony genre.
Yeah, what you gotta say about
Oh
that?
yeah, I'm sorry, Mister. I don't watch
Yeah,
porn.
kinkies.
Fuck you.
I don't support sex workers.
They support themselves.
I mean,
they don't
I
need
don't
you to
res- I don't
support.
respect them.
Exactly. Like, there's always this
People
argument. It's like, we get money anyways. I'm like, okay.
It's like I don't respect the stripper.
I don't
that's
support.
crying while
I don't
she's giving me a
support
lap
hitmen
dance, but
either. I don't support people that are assassins.
I just
They're
don't.
still
I
doing
would.
what they do. They don't get mad at it. You think that assassins?
they are
like,
participating
like,
in the most dangerous game. You respect them.
Don't call me.
Somebody told me a story.
Whatever, sweetie. You're
About
just jealous that I got
what they
$5
used to do.
put a can of green beans in my butt.
Sorry, sweaty.
That's hot as fuck.
Somebody told me a story about what they did in college. They would he said, okay, this is what made me think he was crazy. He said every Tuesday night.
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or something like it wasn't the weekend, but this
Scheduled.
was like their main thing they did. He said like every Tuesday night they would go to Walmart and buy 3 beta fish, I think.
Oh no.
No.
Where's this going?
It was 3 goldfish and they had a pet turtle, and the last one to survive got to live until the next round. So it was
Damn.
the Hunger Games.
Damn. Now I had a beta fish as a kid, and I put a mirror up to the bowl, and that was I felt kind of bad about that because that motherfucker.
Brain damage.
Yeah, just boom, 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 just constantly like. I was a little shit kid, man. And then now I was like, that's animal abuse. I'd never do something like that now.
I don't know why they put those things on the shelves, because like 13-year-old me would have walked up and started shaking it. I
They're
didn't do
always
that.
dead in Walmart
Well,
anyways.
It's a beta fish for a
Always
beta
upside
male.
down.
True. But yeah, back to this guy. Have you got any roasts for him?
Yeah, not really.
He just look.
Looking like a dad. What a dad.
He just his mom.
He
His
looks like Bill from like Hank of the Hill.
I was kind of thinking
Hank
that Hank of the
of
Hill.
the
vibe. Hank of the Hill.
And his,
I would said that.
before he
He
went
looks like-
bald. Well, this guy is going
Yeah,
bald,
dude.
but
He
does.
looks like he would be on like a little scooter going through Walmart talking about how.
No.
oh, he looks like he has a Segway.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely with
That segues into our next step now.
he looks like who is that like comedian? The Late Night Show has a gap in his teeth. and
David
glasses. David Letterman.
Yeah.
If David Letterman and Kevin James had a baby,
Oh, yeah.
it would be
Yeah.
that fucking guy right there.
I love Kevin James.
I do too.
I
Kevin
feel like I would
Letterman
just
looking
hang out
ass.
with Kevin James.
I wonder if he could fight.
I bet
Kevin
he can.
James?
I bet he can. I bet he can throw
Did you
down.
not see him save them all?
Oh,
He saved that whole damn mall.
with
man.
one
Twice.
Hello Kitty.
Yep.
He did it
With
twice.
one Hello Kitty band-aid.
Kevin James is the coolest.
Kevin James, do you hear?
This guy definitely has a chode.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna
It
say
looks
it
like
right
his
now.
neck.
He's got
You know, he just gets
very
mad at his
chody.
penis and yells at it. Do better!
He
I
looks
wonder-
like someone that would ask you to have sex with his wife.
Oh yeah,
Because he
for
can't
money.
really does.
For
He
money,
really does, doesn't he?
he would definitely be like, "I'll give you $200 if you do it." I don't know if he has a wife. I didn't research him too much because I did it right before you guys got here. But he's a piece of shit. He went to a synagogue
definitely-
and killed like 11 people.
That's kind of anti-Semitic.
As a person who listens to a lot of rap music, I can tell you that that dude says the N-word a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like he's about to start croaking, and his double chin is just gonna inflate.
Oh my god, he's like the frog guy from Kung.
He looks like Bubbles with no glasses
Kung Pao.
from Trailer Park
I'm just
Boys.
like,
What is it?
like who
Kung
even?
Pao Fist.
I didn't even know people hated Jews like that.
I don't think
to
it's
be
Kung Pao.
honest.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist is like the goofy one.
Yeah, Kung
With the.
Panda.
Kung Fu Hustle. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, is that the one with where the
fucking
kid gets the
Full Metal
comic
Alchemist.
book?
I don't know.
Fucking.
He gets the comic book, and there's like the crazy lady with that smoking the cigarette that can smack really hard. There's like the ring guy.
That's Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good too.
Mm.
Why do I have so many windows open?
Okay.
Made that like,
Smoking meth.
no.
Get the back out of this shit.
What?
I was like 5 years old.
What?
Who is that? What is that?
Wait, is that you? You said that's me
No.
at 5 years old, or is that you 5 years ago?
No, I made this 5 years ago.
Okay, so yeah, it's me 5 years old wearing a gold shower cap, smoking crack. Fucking
In a bathtub.
right. Like, man, you've come a long way since then.
Nah,
That was 2 years ago when I was 5.
It
there.
was just 6 months ago. Calm down.
If you guys don't know, you can go to your local Valero and buy one of these pipes.
They're actually mostly used for.
Even in
would you sell
Louisiana. Even in Louisiana,
They-
not down the road from
You know, I always
wax,
wondered where they
mostly,
got
though.
pipes like this. Like, why would any place sell that?
They sell them as like a grow your own flower thing, but the flower is plastic. But
Jesus.
anyway, we
My head's so
After
hot.
we-
you can smoke wax out of it, can't you?
we bought it to take this picture, and after we were done, I put a Goodwill
for
price tag
crystal.
on it, and we just took it and put it on the shelf at Goodwill.
Yeah, that's for, yeah,
And you know someone bought that within a
that's
day,
for
too.
crystal meth.
Well, it wasn't used for it. It was used as a prop.
I
mean-
why don't you just grow flowers?
Do we have anything else we can talk
Why
about?
don't you just press ferns instead?
Fire.
Did we have anything we wanted to close with?
Let's do something comedic. I don't know what was something funny as fuck. Because I feel like before we started recording, we were saying all kinds of
Oh, yeah.
messed up shit.
What, like, hey, yo, dude,
Okay,
let me
alright.
fucking tell you, your
Alright,
sister, wicked sweet pussy on that broad. Let me tell you.
The pepperoni nipples. You gotta have the pepperoni nipples on that bitch.
My sister.
I was crawling out of a vag, like I
Who's
was
this
crawling out
guy?
of a car accident. Let me tell you.
Nipples like ravioli.
Nipples like raspberries.
Ravioli.
Okay, so top 5 anime characters.
Ooh.
Wrong answers only.
Ooh.
And
Wrong answers
That's for
only.
everyone here.
Corey in the
Bear.
house.
Corey in the house.
Little bear.
Fucking Little Bear's badass though. He can count the fucking 2 and tie his goddamn shoes, man. You don't want to fuck with that dude.
And then his like friend has that creepy ass doll.
Frank,
Little girl.
Franklin's up on there too.
Oh, Franklin.
Shit.
Yeah. I used to watch that just out of humbleness. It made you feel good.
Grandpa from Hey Arnold.
Paul Blart from Mall Cop.
He's really brave.
Indiana Jones, man.
Did you guys ever remember that episode of Hey Arnold where Grandpa had to go back to school?
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
was like he ended up being like 3rd grade or 6th grade or something. He was
He was
going
like-
on dates with like 13-year-old girls.
Yeah, and I remember, didn't he get like super pissed off at some of the work he had to do because of how hard it was?
5 plus
I love
4, and
that
he's like,
show.
"You coward!"
All right. Top 5 '90s cartoons. What we got?
Well, I'll say
Brandon.
one.
I'll say one.
Alright, let's all just say one.
What's your favorite '90s cartoon?
That's hard.
Don't do that. Can
Well,
I do 3?
if we all do a top 5, it's just gonna be like,
Let's do 3.
us saying a
We
lot.
all do 3
Okay.
each.
all right, not me first.
Okay. Hey Arnold. Rocco's Modern Life. Is it Ed and Eddie's technically not
That's
90s cartoon?
we'll count
It
it.
is.
It will count it. It's that sort of. It's that sort of thing.
It's something that only 90s kids remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ed and Eddie.
We'll count it. I'd say Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, Angry Beavers, fuck.
Angry Beavers is good. All that shit's good. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Rocket Power, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Rocket Power in there. I'm gonna steal yours. Rocket Power is dead.
Yeah. Cow and chicken.
Ooh,
Chicken. You want to squeeze in my udder?
Billy. That was so good.
I tell you, Mike Patton's a good influence on me. I can do all kinds of shit like that. Y'all ain't ready for this album. I got a whole song where I'm doing that voice now. But
Super cow arriscate.
yes,
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say every time I came.
well, you have to do it next time. Here,
As loud as you can.
We'll make you come after this, and you have to sing.
Yeah, we'll just all beat you off real quick.
Super cow arriscate. That's the only thing I can say.
Grim and Evil / Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah.
But I just really liked it where they had the brain
Yep.
with the bear.
That was good. That was the one before they did.
It was like
right?
What was the actual show called?
Grim
Grim
and Evil.
Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
No, the one with the brain. They ended up both making it like their own shows,
I don't
right?
remember what that one was.
It was like Hector Con Carne. I don't remember what.
Yeah, and Scar.
I forget what
Those
the name
are
of the
so
show
good.
was.
Cartoons have really gone downhill.
Yeah,
Like,
and
yeah.
You know, actually, what I completely forgot about until right now is like Samurai Jack.
Dude, that's such a good show.
Okay, I'm gonna say my top.
I haven't done my
He's
third
got-
one
we
yet.
got
You
one
piece
more.
of shit.
Let him live.
Here we go.
Donald Bravo.
Y'all ready for this?
What do we mean by best? Like
Just
I'm gonna say.
favorite?
Yeah.
God damn it.
What?
It can be repeated, I guess.
What do you need a
I
clue?
haven't said cat dog yet.
I was thinking cat dog, but I don't know. I just don't know.
One fine day with I love Winslow.
All that. We can consider all that.
Okay.
All that.
Back
Or,
to
do you remember
top 5
Compulsive?
anime characters.
No, I gotta say
Winslow.
mine. Oh yeah, Winslow. Okay,
He deserves it.
Yeah.
my top 3 animated cartoons from the '90s. You gotta say SpongeBob. You
Yeah.
gotta-
Oh fuck!
That came out.
The first 7 seasons were like a meme.
Dude,
Yeah.
well, SpongeBob came out in '98, and I was pissed. I was a little kid sitting there at my nana and granddaddy's house watching. I was waiting for my favorite show, which was Ren and Stimpy, which explains so much why. And I was waiting for Ren and Stimpy, but they canceled Ren and Stimpy and put SpongeBob there.
Damn.
And I was like, it was 1998, and I was pissed. And then it took me a little bit to like SpongeBob, but it was dope.
When did?
Wait, is Beavis and Butthead technically like?
Yeah. Wait, I think they came out in the '80s.
Late '80s, maybe.
Yeah, late '80s, but that counts as '90s. I guess.
Yeah, we'll count it.
Yeah, I'll say. I don't know when Codename Kids Next Door came out, but I think it might have been in 2000s.
Early 2000s, because
Yeah.
that was all over Lunchables.
Okay.
I remember that being a Lunchables
Yeah.
in 5th grade.
So
Yeah.
SpongeBob, Cow and Chicken, and
No wait, you're my age, so that would have been like 2001.
I'm gonna say
yeah.
I'm gonna say Billy and Mandy. Grim
Yeah.
Adventures, Billy and Mandy.
The 2, the 3.
That's 3.
He
Cool.
said
And if it wasn't
SpongeBob,
that, I would
Cal
say
Malkin.
there's like so many good shows that came out right on the edge,
Mm-hmm.
like of the 2000. Because I think Invader Zim was really good, but I think that came out after
Invader
2000.
Zim's definitely good.
Yeah, dude. Even the '90s, I feel like it's such an oasis of beautiful culture. Like
Kablam?
every movie
I
was
just
great.
said kablam like
Oh,
a
sorry.
minute
Yeah.
ago, you piece of
Good.
shit.
Yeah, get your own word.
Sorry.
Like every
Actually, like
'90s
Recess,
movie,
too.
like you're gonna get a good movie when you pull out the '90s movie. Like, and same with music. Going back to music, all '90s
Yeah,
music
you're
is
right.
great.
I liked the Rugrats a lot.
Oh yeah,
Rugrats
Fucking
were
Rugrats.
good.
Did you ever play the video game? I think it was
Yes.
the-
So much.
It was hard.
It was hard.
The lobster level
Yep.
in the grocery
Where you
store.
Finding Grandpa's teeth and you ride around on Spike. That shit
Yeah.
was dope.
Dude, there's so many of those video games that are like really fun, but hard as fuck. You
Yeah.
remember the Toy Story Where you're Buzz Lightyear?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was so hard.
A Bug's Life video game.
A Bug's Life. That was
Actually,
fun as fuck,
I have
too.
that on my PC right now.
Where you bounce around on your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The homing berries.
Oh man, dude, the nostalgia hurts.
Gold berries. When you get there and you're like,
God.
Fairy! Anything looks you in the eyes and you're kill shot. It's like the golden gun.
Yeah, we're just nostalgizing right now, y'all.
Oh yeah. By the way, we should have said this at the beginning of the episode. We are now available on Spotify,
Y'all.
Google Play, and iTunes.
Nice.
I would have tried to upload to Tidal, but fuck Tidal. Who listens? Who uses
They
Tidal?
try to make Tidal a thing, but I've never even seen anybody use Tidal. So
I have
don't
6
know.
months free of it.
Well, delete it.
That's what they say.
I mean, I don't have it. I have that if I choose to do it.
Oh. And there's like apparently there's a truce going on between streaming services that they won't do exclusive things anymore. So it doesn't really matter what you have, but I like Spotify the most.
Yeah, Spotify's the most convenient, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because you can also see other people's, like, if you like an artist, you can see who else is kind of similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spotify was a hot ass tranny. I mean, woman. I would definitely go down on it. You know,
I mean, yeah, in the dark, or you gotta push it, just kind of
No.
over to the side.
I don't think you realize I'm not a fucking coward, so I fuck with the lights on. All right.
What, without blinking?
Your eyes just start bleeding because they've been open.
You
for
hope
so
to God
long.
that they squirt soon, so you can get some moisture in your eyes. You just,
Do you think that would burn?
oh yeah, totally.
That's probably what the Kroger shooter. He
Is
just
it
like
pee?
doesn't blink.
What?
I think it's pee.
There's got to be
talking
at
about-
least a little pee in there.
You're talking about male ejaculate or female ejaculate?
Call it that sounds so dirty.
Well, I mean, like,
Oh yeah. Gee, the
Call it lady sperm like an adult.
the nectar of the gods.
No, like female
Labia
ejaculate.
juice.
It has pee pee.
vulva.
I mean, it's got
juice.
some in it, but it's like, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
There's
it's just all
anatomy there.
pee. Do we even
I
know?
don't think. I don't think. I mean,
95% pee, 5%
so if I'm
N2.
remembering my anatomy, I think it basically is like the sphinx gland is like the female version of the
sphinx
male-
gland?
the
Bladder?
sphinx, of the male prostate, but it's tiny and that's what causes
prostate. I
female-
don't need paying
They
for
didn't really
sex.
talk about
Ejaculation.
squirting and
and
you
so
know,
it builds
health
up that
class.
that gland builds up fluid, but it collects in the bladder, and so I think that
So some of it is pee.
I think some of it's probably
Some of it's
but
pee,
you know,
but I mean, do you really care at that point?
No, you don't.
No, you
care.
don't. I mean, you can drown me in that shit. I'm not
I
gonna
can't
give a
wait
fuck.
till I'm married so I can hold my fiance's hand for the first time.
So
I'm all
you're so
about that
innocent, ain't you?
pussy.
Fingers locked. We hold fingers.
Don't.
I'm
Yeah,
like
you guys
that
gotta,
chastity.
you gotta wear gloves the first time.
Yeah, you can't
Wait,
go
I-
in and just.
You know that's how babies are made? If you play patty cake without gloves on?
Patty cake gloves.
Let's do
Stop.
it.
I don't want to get pregnant.
You wanna start
Harlan.
a family?
Stop. I'm not ready for that.
Oh.
Did you ever? I remember when being in elementary school, seeing like there was a wedding between people that were in like second grade happen.
Like,
What?
People thought like they actually did like a fucking
Like at recess?
their
I mean, like that was
8-year-old
back
rendition
when-
of a wedding.
That was back when if you could do cool tricks on the swing, then you were
Oh,
just getting
yeah.
mad pussy.
Balls deep.
Yeah.
I was the kid that was like grabbing the kickball from kids and then throwing it in dog poop.
You're a little shit.
Hey, Harlan,
Yo,
I have a question.
go for it.
I actually have a question for all three of you. Would you rather
Oh,
be
boy.
stuck on an elevator? Stuck on an elevator
Mm-hmm.
with a social justice warrior. I mean, an advocate of angry, don't know why they're angry. Not a social activist
Oh, wait.
fighting for a cause.
SJW.
Yeah,
good,
no,
good
no,
old
it's
like
SJW.
this.
Just
Just-
mad at the world.
Yeah.
Or a nice guy complaining about how women are bad to him.
Well, I feel like I would have more fun talking to the nice guy by being like sarcastic and stuff, but the social justice warrior would just be annoying to like make them angry. Like they would start complaining,
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just assumed that."
I feel like I really enjoy helping people and like putting a lot of energy into people, even though I don't put any into myself. So I would try and really talk the nice guy, the quote-unquote nice guy, why do women always choose assholes type dude.
Mm-hmm.
I would just try and talk to him and try and get him to get more socialized.
Actually try and help him.
Actually try and get him to quit being such
so
a...
he doesn't hang himself in the
pussy.
elevator with you in it. Like,
yeah, the SJW, I feel I would just be like, why do you feel this way? And then their response would make no sense. And I would just...
Yeah. I agree 100% with you. I think
So
I did
everybody
on
goes,
your answer.
you three all go with that?
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Would you like to hear my answer?
Well, yeah.
SJW.
Why?
Are you just
Because
trying
you're
to...
a troll
feel
and
like
a half.
I could I could just, they would be like, I'm offended by that, and then I would be like,
Then you pull out
I
your-
feel marginalized and attacked by you wanting to argue with me. And then they would be like, blah, 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 and I would be like, did you just assume your gender? I would turn this whole, did you assume my race? Did you assume your gender? Did you assume your race? I would turn this whole thing upside down so they never want to have that conversation with anyone ever again.
But the cherry,
Look.
you got to do the cherry on. So
Look.
when you exit the elevator, you have to do the Hail Hitler
The-
thing. It's the best cherry for them.
I'm black.
By the way, I claim to be black. I feel black, so I am
Dude,
therefore black.
I was listening to a nice guy the other day. It was like an IRL thing because I was at my friend's house. He was like, "Hey, I gotta go take a shower real quick." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I was like downstairs staring at his cat, and I realized that only people that smoke weed like cats.
That's
That's
not
a
true.
very accurate...
No, that's not true.
That's not true.
No.
Are you
Yeah.
saying that your friend does drugs?
No, because everybody likes cats. I mean, I'd say half the population likes cats. Like, I like cats.
People with.
But I mean, I may like.
do you own a cat?
Yeah.
I got the receipts.
I mean, I like cats. I like dogs. I like any animals. I
Put
have
some
two
respect on it.
ferrets. I love freaking ferrets.
I like
I love ferrets too.
I like
Awesome.
dogs because cats, for the most, don't get me wrong. You know, you have to allow for a 2% margin of error in any statistics. So I can't say all cats are dicks, but I am going to say that most cats are dicks. And
Yeah.
They take
I don't
care of
know,
themselves.
My girlfriend and I, our cats, she's really sweet.
Yeah,
she's a
but-
cuddler, and yeah.
and I'm saying there are good cats out there. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like.
All I'm saying
I'm just
is-
saying like a normal cat, the one that will just like knock that cup off the thing,
Just to look
just
at
to
you.
be rude and
I-
be like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But there's some dogs kind of that
I think
are
that's a
assholes, too.
stereotype of a cat.
Yeah, that's
Here's my thing though is
catist.
are you assuming all cats are
That's
like
prejudice.
here's my thing though is you can raise a wolf, a coyote, hell even a fucking bear from a baby to an adult, and that thing's gonna love you for the rest of your life.
Maybe.
But any type of feline you can raise from a kitten to an adult, and if it wakes up in a bad mood, you're dead.
Yeah, but I mean, but those wild animals also flip, like because they have their instinct is so
Harlan,
ingrained.
you think you're some sort of expert.
I know, I know. Steve Irwin, that was a horrible.
If you keep a
Steve-
bear
Oh,
fed,
Irwin,
if you keep a bear fed, it won't try to kill you.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
bears in the wild.
very
though,
fed.
too.
Make sure he's
Okay.
stuffed. So there's no reason.
here's another question for you guys. It's kind of like a cliche question, but one person that you're not related to bring back for an hour-long conversation that has passed away, who would it be and why?
Somebody in our lifetime.
Just
And it doesn't have to be in your lifetime. It just can't be somebody you're related to.
There's like so many. I wish it was a little more narrowed down, so I wouldn't be thinking of like.
Okay, let's say from turn of the century, so like the 1900s and on.
Oh,
I'd do it with Karl Marx, and I'd ask him. I would record me asking him his opinion on homosexuals, and then I would look at the screen like The Office and be like, "Yeah."
so what would it prove? Like what? I'm
It
not
would-
very
it would
educated.
Dismantle the whole.
It would dismantle
communist
a lot of the
yeah.
a pretty big. Just, like everyone's just like
It would cross wires and they would just bug out and you know what do you do?
What about like Walt Disney or something like that?
That's a good
Get
one.
him to say something.
ooh, getting to say something really anti-Semitic.
Literally anything. I feel like that guy was just a time bomb waiting to
Yeah.
say something anti-Semitic.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
How was your day? be a lot better without the. And you just.
Man, I don't know. I really, and because I Stephen Hawking maybe, just because, like I don't know, he's so super interesting to me. And I had I was friends with a girl from Britain, and her mom was his nurse in Cambridge. So like, I think I had a friend who, you know, I think was hanging out or something with us, and she was telling me, I worked with her, but it was like a shift or something. It was on lunch, and she was telling me all about, you know, Stephen Hawking and all that, and he just seemed like a cool guy.
I feel like people really don't know what he has done. They just know who he is.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, oh, he's got the robot wheelchair voice. You know, it's like, no, this guy, he's amazing. If you ever have read, what's this? I'm drawing blanks all day. What's the book he's most known for?
I don't know.
I got it for someone for Christmas. Yes, because he is God.
Let me look it up while you keep talking.
Yeah, I've always.
I got a book of his.
He had some really good documentaries too.
How long has he been disabled?
Oh man!
Or how long had he been?
I would say at least since the 80s, maybe earlier.
I mean, he was older when he got disabled, right?
No, he was a younger guy.
I thought he was like 30.
It was a slow progression.
Is it?
I mean, like, I know that I've seen pictures of him in like his early 20s with like crutches.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, like, when he was fully disabled, he was like 30, 35 years old, I think.
Yeah,
it affected
him like slowly, like worse and worse. But I think it like full blown kind of in the state that he was.
What did he have? Did he have ALS or did he have like?
I feel.
This is why we need a Jamie.
Any other day I'd know this, and I'm drawing blanks all day.
This is why we need a Jamie for our podcast, like
deprived.
Joe Rogan.
Y'all gotta sleep more than 3 to 4 hours a night because this is what happens.
Is the book called Brief Answers to the Big Questions?
No, but that one's good.
Earth.
As well.
You got the big book for total.
Oh, it's a brief history of time. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah.
It's so satisfying when you're thinking of like something and then you're like,
Yep. It's something my life lives on the tip of my tongue.
It's like when you think of a song, but you can only think of like 5 seconds, and a Google search doesn't like answer it.
Yeah.
There should be an app where you can like really badly na 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 ba na na na, and it'll like pull up all the songs.
Oh my God, I've had that idea forever. Like I'm just like, because sometimes you just don't know. You don't know any words. You just know the melody, and you could be like da 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 da, and then that could pull up a list. You know, of just it could recognize. I feel like something could recognize that.
I feel like we have the technology to do it.
Yeah, we totally do.
Have it.
We have the technology.
Yep. That'll happen. It'll happen.
Why haven't we gotten it yet?
It's like always the things that you say that they probably won't do that. Like if you would have said that like 5 years ago,
oh yeah,
they're like, nah, they'll never do that.
Look at video games now, man. Like the new Red Dead is freaking awesome. It looks gorgeous. I was playing it the other night. I knew it was gonna look good, but I'm just like watching it, like, man, this is fantastic.
Yeah, I've seen screenshots and it looks fucking
But
gorgeous.
heck, when the first Red Dead came out, or any other video, it just happens every time. You know, time progresses. It just keeps looking better and better. It's like, where's it gonna go?
I've never understood what drug addicts feel like whenever they have the urge. But I got rid of my Xbox a couple months ago, and everybody's talking about Red Dead. Like I haven't even seen my friends or anything because they are playing it.
I always imagined what a drug addict feels like is kind of that same feeling like when you're craving like Buffalo Wild Wings. When I'm craving Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm like, need some goddamn Caribbean jerk. Like,
I'm sure it's similar.
It may be a little more extreme in the drug aspect of it, I feel like I understand it a lot more whenever. Like, because Red Dead, I was going to buy that. Mm-hmm. I was going to get Fallout and all that. But GTA 5, I always played that. And I was going to play Red Dead.
Do y'all like horror games?
Yes.
I'm not good at that. They're usually really hard.
They're usually really hard and too spooky.
But I love that, man. I'm replaying. Well, now I'm playing Outlast 2. I still need to beat that. Resident Evil 7 was great.
Like Amnesia, have you played that?
Yep.
And was it Amnesia?
Yeah.
That's an old Xbox game, isn't it? I think.
I know it's an older game.
Yeah, I remember that, but
you lose your mind slowly over there.
Yeah, there's some really good ones.
That's cool.
I love that stuff.
Do you know that You remember the demo discs that used to come with like Soul Calibur and stuff like that on
Yeah.
PS1? Like, yeah, I think it was PS1.
Soul Calibur for PS1 was
Yeah.
actually called Soul Blade.
Oh, well, whatever. It was a demo disc that came with a game that I rented or something like that.
Right.
And I didn't give back the demo disc because that wasn't what I rented. So, yeah, I had it. And it took me like 3 years to get past the demo or to even like be brave enough to play it, the Metal Gear Solid on PS1, because it was so scary. Like, you'd be like swimming in the sewers or whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Was that not scary as fuck as a little kid? Like, I would see an enemy and he would face me and I'd turn off my PlayStation and just like stare at the
Metal
TV.
Gear Solid?
Like when I was a kid, Silent Hill, I think it was Silent Hill, where like it wasn't like an over the shoulder, it was like you were in room by room.
Yeah, and it was like, the
Yeah.
camera was like up, like almost like an angled bird's eye view.
Oh, by the way, we got way away from this, but the people that I would want to bring back for a conversation would either be Mitch Hedberg or Steve Jobs.
Mitch Hedberg would be somebody I would like to hang out with but not have a conversation with.
Well, that's all I get from him. If I get 1 hour with Mitch Hedberg, that's basically that's hanging out.
What
I mean,
what celebrity y'all think y'all are most like? Like, speaking of just hanging out with like famous people, like if you were to compare yourself personality wise, like who do you think you would actually hang out with?
Eric Andre.
Yeah,
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
That's
yeah.
accurate.
dude, Terry Crews.
You.
I would love Terry. He's like, this guy's hilarious. And Zach Wilde. If I ever toured with anybody, Zach Wilde, because we would just make butthole and dick jokes the whole time, and it'd be amazing.
That's what life's all about.
Yeah.
I just want to
Exactly.
make butthole and dick jokes.
It's like we have the exact same sense of humor, and I love Zach Wilde. Shout out to Zach Wilde. I love you.
Who's it gonna be? I didn't think I was gonna be able to answer that so quickly, but I just
Yeah.
completely Eric Andre. If I could say somebody else,
Y'all got anything?
I'm not sure.
We can come back to it. We'll come back
It's
to
kind
it.
of okay. So I think it would be. Either
George Washington.
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson. No. Realistically, I think that I act the most.
Suspense.
I wonder what it's gonna be. What's it gonna be?
Oh.
Nicholas Flamel.
Pull the trigger, bitch.
Do it, you bitch.
First person pops to mind.
Probably Justin Roiland or Dan Harmon.
You heard of this? Justin Bieber. Justin Roland.
Roiland.
Roared.
You said Dan Schneider.
Dan Harmon.
Yeah.
What?
Dan
You
Schneider.
got anything, Dylan?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Filthy Frank.
Filthy Frank.
Oh my god.
What,
You-
about one of the shooters? From
Your name is Dylan.
Your name is
yeah, exactly. And I had another question. Because Halloween's tomorrow. Favorite scary movie?
Well, it is October.
Oh, this is the last.
off.
this-
We almost made it. We almost made it.
This is the last time that you can say that for a
I
year.
go to
It's
school
gonna be
with
so
him
sad.
tomorrow. He's just
Yeah.
Sorry.
What is our favorite scary movie?
Well, because that's a big.
I feel like I haven't
big
seen.
genre.
I haven't seen the
think
classics.
13 Ghosts.
Yeah,
was
that's a good one. It was a
a
good
good
one.
one. I really like House on Haunted Hill, the original one,
Mhm.
because I'm just real boy horny for Vincent Price.
What's the best Halloween? The best Halloween movie? Like with Michael
The
Myers.
title Halloween.
Yeah.
First remake.
The first.
That's it.
Rob Zombie. Yep, I agree. Rob Zombies was the best.
I also really
He
like.
did-
if you
he just did
consider
it better.
horror, like House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
are all good.
I don't know if are
Devil's
those
Rejects
horror
was
movies.
fucked up, man.
Are those horror movies?
I feel like I don't know because I feel like
I'd say they're They're just
The gore.
they're just kind of like weird,
they're
pulpy, gory.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
I'd put
horror.
them at the same place that I would put like Kill Bill.
Yeah, I would. I
But
would
it's
think
like
that.
with a Rob Zombie spin.
Well, because I think horror
Or a
more.
take on it.
I think more like psychological, not necessarily like Saw. I wouldn't call Saw horror. I'd call it just almost slasher.
Like a psychological thriller.
Yeah, like psychological thriller. I mean, like Silence of the Lambs, which is one of my favorite movies. Yeah, Conjuring is good.
Annabelle Origins.
I heard
wait,
that
is it
sucked.
Annabelle
Oranges?
Oranges.
Oranges.
Yeah.
I remember really liking Ghost Ship because there was boobs in it for like a split second.
Are they scary boobs?
What time at the movie?
Spooky boobs.
Are those good boobs?
Fucking have y'all seen her? I think the best scary. Now there's 2 scary movies that are really good that came out this year: A Quiet Place and Hereditary. Hereditary is
I haven't
fantastic.
seen Hereditary yet.
I haven't seen
good,
either
man.
of those.
I've heard
A Quiet
Hereditary is
Place. A Quiet Place is
fire.
really good.
I enjoyed A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
I feel like once you get past the fact that it's just silence for such a long
I'm so
time.
fine with that. It makes
Yeah.
it pretty unique to me.
I thought I was gonna get bored with it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I think mine would probably be the trilogy of Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Fuck off.
Kill yourself.
The Beverly Hills Cop.
No.
Legally Blonde.
But I don't know. I think this would be a good point
Good point
to end it.
All right. Everybody have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Make sure you check out Sounds Like a Lawsuit on all platforms.
Sounds like a lawsuit. It's a good band.
Like all our stuff and follow all of our stuff because it may not seem like it matters, but we get paid for streaming now, so it helps. And also, the more likes we have, the more promoters look at us and are like, "Oh, we want to book this band because they have a larger pool and we make more money."
So give these guys a little good old fashioned PP
Yeah.
touch
yeah, touch our peepees.
with the likes and the subscribes
Yep.
and
Buy some merch. We're getting a website up soon. We got a lot of stuff going on this winter. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
I'm
Hopefully,
looking
we have a
forward
website
to
coming
getting
up.
drunk by myself and buying a bunch of your merch.
Oh, we would love it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're hopefully gonna have more merch. We're gonna have our hopefully a whole new set because we're not playing after the show on Friday. We're not playing. We're not booking any more shows until we're done writing the album.
Nice.
Pretty
So-
fancy, huh?
Yeah, so we should come back with a
Just
whole
putting
new
your
set.
foot down.
Yep, we're going in the cave.
This has been
Balls
Sounds Like
Balls
a Very
deep.
Okay podcast.
It sounds like a very okay podcast.
It's so fucking okay.
The Very Okay Lawsuit.
Eat a very okay dick.
Speaking of lawsuit, I'm gonna sue the shit out of you, A Very Okay Podcast.
I saw that there's another something that was similar. I was like, this is
Fuck
like that.
them.
Yeah, we already blew them out of the water,
Yeah, this is so much better.
so they can blow us.
Ooh, in the water.
Oklahoma.